The year was 2020, right in the middle of Corona, the Corona period that we are so glad to keep behind us, hopefully forever. Times were hard, and life in the countryside seemed to be really attractive because we were under lockdown throughout the world. I believe in most parts of the world we were under lockdown, but we envied the life where you could freely move within your compound, a spacious compound back in the countryside. For most of us, we sent our kids back home because of the serenity there and the safer, quote unquote, environment. Because back in the villages, people could still move freely, unlike the congested cities. And so the plan to move to the countryside was hatched. At that point, it was August, and today marks exactly 4 years since we made that decision. And today I'm looking back in retrospective, and I admire the journey that has been. And so the decision to move here at the border of Kenya and Tanzania was majorly because of the price of land. The price of land here is still quite affordable as compared to other parts of the country, Kenya. And so we decided to move here because it could fit into our pocket. We put together our savings, and the first thing towards homesteading was to create a home, build a simple structure to call home, which turned out to be not so simple after all, because when you start you think it's going to be just a one and two thing, but it turns out to be a full complex decision. So we decided to start building first rather than rent out a place, which makes the decision quite permanent. The option was to come rent a place, see if we like the countryside, and then decide from there. But we went for the more permanent decision of acquiring land and then building a home and then seeing what else we can do while in the village. So the main thing that made this decision possible for us was that we were both working remotely online, so we could still keep on earning an income while creating a home for us and our kids. The kids were still small, so we were essentially making the decision for them. They couldn't contribute. Maybe now they could have a say and choose whether between city life and countryside living, but then they didn't have a say because they were still quite young. So my partner and I started off with building. The building process took quite long, as unexpectedly so, because it started in August of 2024, and we moved in not 2024. It started in August of 2020, and we moved in by the beginning of 2020, by the end of 2021. So that was quite a long process because you have this budget and then it doesn't fit into what you want to create, and you have to go back and work and save and then come back to complete the structure. It's still unfinished but quite livable, and we've been living here since 2022, so it's been 2 years of homesteading. How do you like the experience so far? I'll speak for myself. It's been a lovely journey, a journey to self-sufficiency. I admire the most all the crops that we've had to experiment with, all the crops that we've grown here and loved eating fresh from the farm. I usually do minimal chemical applications in my kitchen garden, to be specific, because I want the food to be as organic as possible. We use cow dung as our fertilizer of choice, and that's what we use mostly in our kitchen garden. Owning the place you live in gives you a lot of freedom to experiment and be creative. We want to DIY most of these things that we desire for our home, especially when it comes to landscaping, because of course there's the cost implication. When you DIY, you get better results that or you get the picture that you wanted, but of course it's not professionally done. So you're going a step at a time, going by what you can afford and trying out different things. Some may work, some may not work, but it gives you that freedom to choose, freedom to experiment, unlike a space where you just rent out and you know that you cannot do all these changes that you desire. Personally, I love flowers. I am in love with flowers a lot. And so you'll find lots of flowers in my compound. Not as much as I would like, but we're getting there step by step. It's one step at a time. And soon we're going to have quite a beautiful hub, flowers hub, or shade, or somewhere that we can relax during the day and even sometimes at night with plenty of beautiful nature. Landscaping is a long process. It comes with its own challenges. Sometimes you have to undo stuff that you've done. Sometimes the flowers you love the most can die off on you unexpectedly if you do not take good care of them. They need lots of watering and tender love and care, and sometimes you're just too busy with other things to give them the much love that they desire. But for us, most of the flowers have been working quite well, apart from a few that really love water. So during the dry season, they droop and look miserable. But then once the rain is out, look at this. Quite beautiful. I love, love, love. And soon, when we get the resources, we're going to do a beautiful landscaping around here to enjoy all this nature. Within the compound, we're just doing flowers, grass, and the house. And then we have a backyard garden where now we do all this other stuff. Maybe just a fruit here or two within the compound, and maybe we can add more fruits in the future within the compound, because they also act as flowers. They do flower after all. And then they're going to be functional because that's extra food on your table. So that's something we might consider in future. But the thing is, we might also have to build more structures within the home, especially for the poultry. If we're going to do large-scale poultry farming, we'll need a hen house, or what's the name again? So that might change the course of our landscaping. Once the whole picture comes together, then we can finally do the main landscaping. But for now, we're just experimenting with what we have. Unaona vijiti ni vifupi. Na ndio ulikuwa unashangaa eti hapa kweli kuna kitu. Wow.
Tunaona hiyo ni moja nimetoa. Ndio hii. Hii ndio ya pili.
Hapa tunafaa turudishe hii.
Ujua angekosa kung'oa hiyo mayo hapa.
Kung'oa nini?
Rumori wakati ule alilima ile.
Tungekuwa na mingi. Mtu unajipanga na pia mwingine anakupangua. Hivyo sasa imetoka chini yote.
Hii imetosha
Imetoka chini yote.
Sina, unaona hii ni fupi vile inafanya.
Ni fupi. Hebu weka kwenda chini. Kweli. Hivyo. Kumbe iendi juu.
Hii iendi juu. Itoe.
Na imetoa mingi kuliko hata ile tulikuwa tunatoa ile siku.
Unaona hii ni fupi.
Toa tu.
Itoe moja.
Si imetosha. Jua kama imeshafanya. Angalia. Hii hata tunaweza tengeneza chakula ya Wanigeria.
Angalia.
Ni mingi.
Yaani kitu naona ni fupi lakini. Kana mioka.
Kumbe hapa tunaweza lala njaa na tuko na chakula.
Nikwambie alitoa hii laini mbili. Sasa niambie na hii ni laini moja.
Sasa ingekuwa mingi.
Ungepata miogo hapa. Hivi kitu kilitoka kwenye para ni nzuri.
Sasa
hii ufanye mbegu.
Ndio nimefikiria hiyo tutarudisha tu hapa na pale penye palibaki huko.
Tutaacha fanya matendo hapa hivi.
Kama hata tujaze hata hapa hivi. Hii sehemu tunashindwa tunaweka nini?
Ndio ichefanya. Isiishe. Sasa wewe umekuwa mkulima bora mpaka miogo huko naye na mama kunia. Sasa niambie. Kama hiyo sehemu ungeweka kutoka hapo hivi mpaka hapo hivi ipite hivi.
Ni miogo mingi sana.
Uone. Sasa nakwambia panda sehemu kubwa.
Hiyo vijiti ukumbuke kesho, sijui ni kesho gani tutaweka. Kesho hatutakuwa. Kesho kutwa si hiyo mchango itafua na matanga. Hebu beba juu. Beba juu. Na ni mzito. Na hiyo ni mbili tu, vijiti mbili. Na inapasua mchanga vizuri. Inafanya line.
Zile nilikuwa naweka kwa rai. Naweka kwa rai ninapakanga.
Hii itatosha tuweke huko chini.
Nataka kufanya
Tena umeanza kufanya mapua.
the picture.
Yes.
I want to see. And she's very smart. And he very smart. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh, so beautiful. Good job, good job. Mom, nimetrompa. Mom, look at this one.
So small.
Yes. And another one's there, so big. And another one's there, so big. Oh, some watermelon here. Is oh, it's all skooma. Even I cannot see watermelon. Wow, so big. Let me see in the picture. In the picture, I'm saying it's so small. But
In the video it's so small, but here it's so big.
Yes.
The video is not doing it justice.
What to do? Keep it up, Mom. Come and see.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Open your eyes.
Wow.
Let me come and see watermelon.
It's a watermelon. So big, don't step on it. So beautiful.
And another watermelon. The first one. Let's see the first one. Yes. Oh. Jesus. The first one. That one will scratch up on this.
Let me see.
The first one.
They're almost. It's even, the other one is even big.
Smaller. The second one is going faster. Let's see this one. A small one, isn't it?
It's so small. But it will catch up.
Yes. That one is up. Isn't it? Mama, small one. Yay!
Make sure you don't disturb it.
That is my hands are behind. Ma'am, just clap my hands. Yes. Gently. Good. Mom, look at this one.
This is the one that we just saw.
Did the job? No. Good job. Okay. Good job. And this one? The same. Almost the same. Yes. bigger. This one is smaller but big. Yes! Cucumber side. No, they are not there. Good. Good job. Good. Good. Keep up. Good job. No.
Sasa soma tukataza. Sawa.
Nitawapea.
Sisi tunatakata tuende tucheze sawa.
Nitapotea.
Basi sisi tuende mbele. Si ametukataza.
Nitapotea.
Keep it up. For harvesting here. Or not yet.
Cucumber.
Let's see.
There's no flower.
We don't point. We point.
No.
Huh?
You don't point.
Everybody clap your hands.
No, but it's in
Mommy,
the flowers.
look this
Everybody
one.
The flowers?
Mom, look this one. If you're not clapping your hands, Mom,
They've been infested
look
by
these ones.
worms.
Animals.
And the ones are disturbing them.
So you see even the leaves. They look like something is disturbing them.
Something is disturbing leaves. Yeah.
It's okay.
This is not feeling well now. Look this leaf. No, that's not. That's this one. Watch again. Mom, maybe they are going to play. Yeah, post.